Well, hello, Mount Tabor family, and welcome back to another Monday morning Devo as we dive deeper into yesterday's message. And yesterday, in all the services, we continued in our series, Say What?, looking at the power of our words. And this past week, we looked at the idea of constructive or critical, or more accurately, maybe the idea of what is often called constructive criticism. Now, real quickly, I talked about this yesterday, and I want to say it again. I believe in constructive criticism. I believe in the ability to receive it and to give it depending on your role with the person that you're giving it to. Every parent who is watching this understands that we have to give constructive criticism, or maybe a better term would be constructive insights to help people grow. And when it comes to our children, we want to do that so that they see where they may be making errors in their choices and they need to improve, because there will be consequences to their actions. Now, with that, I do think that so often as a people, we justify criticism by saying it was meant to be constructive, when in the end, we just wanted to be critical. Because being critical allows us to maybe judge another person, or to maybe give insights into their lives that we think would be better if they followed our direction or our advice. But maybe, just maybe, that wasn't our role in that situation. Now, I want to be clear once again that we should speak the truth. In fact, Paul says in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15, one of the scriptures we used yesterday, that we should speak the truth in love. But then he says this, look, he says, speaking the truth in love, we will grow to become in every respect the mature body of him who is the head, that is Christ. Meaning that individually and collectively as a church, as a people, we become more like Christ when we speak the truth in love to one another, when we're honest, but in the spirit of love. And then later in that chapter, he says this, verse 29, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths. And by do not let any, he means none, period. But only what is helpful for building up others according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs. Not their wants, their needs, yes. And so sometimes it may need to be constructive. But it should never be unwholesome. And it should never be cruel. And I think that's where we often lose our way, is when we want to be critical, we move from constructive to just plain critical when it comes off as cruelty. That we just want someone to know that they made a mistake, that we want to point it out. And whether we intended it to be this way or not, to the person receiving it, it is often perceived to be just plain cruel. Now, with that, there's no way that you can get rid of all sensitivity around constructive insights or constructive criticism. But what I think we need to do as a people is to find ways to speak hope. In fact, I said yesterday that you and I, we all find fault less when we speak hope more. Meaning that we have a tendency, when we are embracing a critical mindset all the time, to find fault, right? So if my idea of how I should see the world is through the lenses of criticism, then I'm going to find a lot of fault, because there's a lot of fault to be found. But when I speak hope more, I find fault less. And so that's my challenge to you this week, to all of us. Yes, to receive constructive insights or criticism when it is needed, and to give it in the places where we are called to give it in a spirit of love, truth in a spirit of love. But on the whole, to not see life as an opportunity to be a critic. Heck, we even pay people to be critics in our culture, right? That's their job, to be some kind of critic, food critic, movie critic, etc. But what if we didn't look at life through those lenses, but instead looked at all of life as an opportunity to speak hope into every situation, to every person. And even the people that need the constructive feedback, in the end, we don't leave it there. We speak hope more, because we believe, just like we do with our children, that not only is there a better way, we can all be that better way. And so that's my challenge to you this week. Speak hope more. I hope and pray that you have a great Monday, and I also hope and pray that you have a wonderful rest of the week. God bless you.